With the call to reaffirm the commitment to human rights as a central pillar in ending AIDS pandemic by 2030, South Sudan launched the preparations for commemorating the World AIDS Day under the theme, Take the Right Path. And according to South Sudan AIDS Commission, there are more than 140,000 people living with HIV of all ages in South Sudan. In the last 2 to 3 years, the country has shown a narrow decline in HIV prevalence in some states, such as Western Equatorial State and some areas and counties in northwest part of the country, and other regions with a rising alarming HIV prevalence, and in Central Equatorial State in particular, says the chairperson of HIV/AIDS Commission in Central Equatorial State, Marino Michael.
Despite ongoing effort and gains achieved over the past year, the country continues to face barriers in scaling up accessing to comprehensive HIV prevention, treatment, and care service and methods that contribute to a slow reduction of new HIV and AIDS infections, and undermining the overall goal of achieving an epidemic control and ending HIV epidemic in 2030.
All the stakeholders up there would love to see introduced.
A nationwide awareness campaign is urgently needed to be done so that people in the rural areas could be sensitized about HIV/AIDS. According to the Executive Director of South Sudan Network of People Living with HIV, Lole Laila Lole.
To remove the stigma is knowledge. That needs proper awareness and giving information, correct information to the client. That immediately it will declare status, he became free on HIV and AIDS. That is where we are removing the stigma. Otherwise, no other method other than the knowledge and giving him the proper, correct information about HIV and AIDS. That is how we remove the stigma. But otherwise, any going around, because the stigma does not mean alone to HIV and AIDS. It can be disability, any other disease like leprosy before, any other disease. All there was a discrimination on these areas.
The country director of UN AIDS, Mahbub Rahman, emphasizes that the UN agency will continue to support the efforts of the government of South Sudan to make sure the country is free from HIV/AIDS by 2030.
We work with the Ministry of Health and AIDS Commission to measure the progress also in this country. That is one of the main work of UNAIDS in this country. And UNAIDS, as I said, that we strongly advocate for human rights-based approach, and we advocate for removal of punitive laws and harmful practices, that really is a big barrier for accessing HIV services in a country.
And according to UNAIDS reports, so many people living with HIV face stigma and discrimination, further isolating them from health services. And addressing these challenges requires strengthening the health system and advancing gender equality to ensure everyone has equitable access to health care. Taban Juma, SSBC.